everyone. Before I start with my reporting, I would like to introduce myself first. Hi, I am Jobel Paradel Yuantenya. So this is my topic, which is the Preamble and Article 1, Section 1. So first is Preamble. We, the sovereign Filipino people, imploring the aid of Almighty God in order to build a just and humane society and establish a government that shall embody our ideals and aspirations, promote the common good, conserve and develop our patrimony, and secure to ourselves and our posterity the blessing of independence and democracy under the rule of law and a region of truth, justice, freedom, love, equality, and peace do ordain and promulgate this cause. So now let's start by defining the word preamble. So preamble, it comes from the Latin word preambulus, which means walking before. But it doesn't mean that it is walking document. Walking before means it walks before the document. So often explain what's coming. So it's like an introduction to an important document. So now you ask, it was just an introduction. Is it still important to know the preamble? So yes, the preamble may not be part of the Constitution nor a source of right, but it tells us the authors of the Constitution and the general purposes of the Constitution. So did you know that not all Constitution have a preamble? Our preamble is not a requirement in making a Constitution. A Constitution can exist without a preamble. In fact, there are some countries who made a constitution without a preamble. However, the majority of the constitution in the world contain a preamble. So now, here is the 1987 Philippine Constitution. This is one of the world's longest preamble. It tells us the values, ideas, and aspiration of the Filipino people. So this is the latest. Start with the word "we, the sovereign Filipino people." It stresses the fact that the Constitution of Philippines derives its authority from the Filipino people. The Filipino themselves are the starts of the Constitution. So now, let's start discuss the changes in the preamble of the 1987 Philippine Constitution. So first is the phrases imploring the aid of Almighty God. So, in the preamble of the 1973 Constitution, kung nabasa nyo yun, ang nakalagay doon is imploring the aid of divine providence. But now, it is imploring the aid of Almighty God. To make it more direct and personal by mentioning God will recognize the elevating influence of religion in human society. So, second is in order to build a just and human society. So, our preamble does not only mention the establishment of our government, but it also provides for building a nation that is just and animate our society where every individual, regardless of their economic status in life, should be treated fairly before the law. So, third is from general welfare, it becomes common good. So, sa Constitution, sa 1987 Constitution, nakalagay doon is general welfare. But now, it became common good. So, when we say general welfare, it means ikakabuti ng nakakarami. While common good, it means ikakabuti ng lahat. So, the present preamble is now using common good. Because all the efforts and rules of the government shall be the welfare of all the people without exception. So, the fourth is the patrimony. The patrimony of the nation was changed to our patrimony. to signify that the natural resources of the Philippines is not for all Filipinos. So let's move on to the new phrases of new phrases of words that we're added so in the latest preamble. So we have here aspiration. Aspiration to signify the dreams of the Filipino. Independence to emphasize that we are a free nation within all allusions to other countries. Third is rule of law. It means that no one, not even the government, is above the law. This also serves as a reminder to everyone about the dark history of the Philippines during the time of Marcos. And the fourth is truth. Truth was added to emphasize the need of transparency and honesty of public officials. And last but not the least, love. Love is added because without love, the division in our society will not be overcome. So now, let's move on. Let's proceed to the next topic, which is the Article 1, Section 1, National Territory. So, national territory comprises the Philippine archipelago with all the islands and waters embraced therein, and all other territories over which the Philippines has sovereignty or jurisdiction, consisting of its terrestrial, fluvial, and aerial domains, including its territorial sea, the seabed, the subsoil, the insular shelves, and other submarine areas. The waters around, between, and connecting the islands of the archipelago, regardless of their breadth and dimensions, form part of the internal waters of the Philippines. So, this section essentially defines the national territory of the Philippines. So, now let's talk about the forms of jurisdiction or domain. So, first we have here terrestrial. Terrestrial domain refers to the land territory of the Philippines. This include the islands, mountains, and valley, and all land areas that make up the country. Second is fluvial. So, fluvial domain refers to the bodies of water within the country. This includes river, lakes, and other inland bodies of water. Third is aerial domain. The aerial domain refers to the airspace above the territory of the Philippines. This includes the space above the land and bodies of water within the national territory. Extending according to the sky, the country has sovereignty over this airspace, meaning it has the right to control and regulate all activities occurring within it. So, these domains are all integral parts of the Philippines national territory as defined by the 1987 Philippine Constitution. So one of the example here is the Philippines and China. So, Philippines and China relations have lately been dominated by territorial dispute in the West Philippine Sea, which has escalated since the naval standoff over the Scarborough Shoal in April 2012 and aggravated by issues of Chinese illegal occupation. Unlawful establishment of structures and incidents of incursion and encroachment within the Philippines exclusive economic zone. Bilateral these ties took a downturn when the Philippine General when the I mean when the Philippine General filed an arbitration case against China under the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea in January 2013, challenging the legality of China's 9-9 claim over the contested waters. So, although the territorial dispute have been in the spotlight for years, this should not hinder the two countries from maintaining cooperation in other areas. So, given the wide-ranging and comprehensive ties between the Philippines and China, other aspects in the relations such as this mentioned should prompt them to cooperate for their mutual benefit. My topic, which is the preamble and Article 1, Section 1. So, maraming salamat po.